Hello everyone, welcome to my The Real Housewives of Atlanta official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In December 2023, Kenya Moore and Marc Daly concluded their divorce. September 2019 saw the couple's separation. They were married in 2017 and have a daughter named Brooklyn Doris. Moore revealed the split to POPL in the same month, stating, "I didn't get married to quit. My spouse is my love," she said. "I have no doubt about his love for me. To be clear, I meant business when I make my vows. For better or worse, I think you should give it your best shot before giving up, especially if you have a child and are a family." After deciding to give it another shot, Moore informed Andy Cohen in February 2020 that "we're in a good place right now. We're attempting to solve it." But in January 2021, the couple broke up once more, and Moore filed for divorce in May of that same year. Who is the ex-husband of Kenya Moore then? Discover everything there is to know about entrepreneur Marc Daly. On June 10, 2017, the RHOA star and the businessman tied the knot at a luxury street Lucian resort. Regarding the big day, Moore told POPL, "It was just so perfect." Daly was actively involved in the planning, she continued, saying, "He didn't want something for show. He wanted no part of it to be determined by how other people defined love. He merely desired for it to be as he perceives it, which is him gazing into my eyes and our bonding. All that was needed for a marriage was two people to be in love." Moore also talked about how difficult it was to find love. "Obviously, I get lonely, but I'm strong," the former Miss USA declared. "I've yearned for a close friend I can rely on and someone who takes my heart. I've heard the romantic tales, and after a while you start to think it will never work out for you. You become despondent. I probably would have married him in 30 days. The feeling was that strong," Moore stated. "However, we wanted to take our time getting to know one another and make sure it wasn't just a passing fancy. We had to confirm that it was authentic." He and Moore have a daughter together, Brooklyn Doris. Kenya Moore and Marc Daly alongside their Instagram daughter, Kenya Moore. On November 4, 2018, Moore and Daly became parents for the first time when they welcomed their daughter Brooklyn. The parents named their daughter after a revered figure. Brooklyn because that's where we met and fell in love, and Doris after my grandmother who passed away last year and who raised me, Moore stated to POPL at the time. He is a New York City restaurateur. Daly is a businessman in New York City who runs the Soko restaurant, a Southern fusion eatery. Actually, Chef Robley invited the RHOA star to his restaurant, which is where Moore and Daly first had a dinner date. Moore is stationed in Atlanta, thus the relationship suffered from the distance. "It was wonderful at first after we had the baby. We were 90% united. He was present for every single ultrasound, doctor's appointment, and scary moment." Following their initial breakup in October 2019, Moore told POPL, "He was a very supportive husband during that time." But Daly's career took off after that. "Marc opened up 2 new businesses and is opening up another," Moore stated. "The fact that he kept starting enterprises in New York annoyed me, but hear me out. I want him to succeed because that's how he provides for his family. I thus couldn't be self-centered. But if you're living in 2 different places, you have to be together when you're in the same place, either in Atlanta or in New York City." She went on. "Furthermore, we weren't constantly in the same location even when we were. It therefore became difficult for us to work everything out because of the enterprises, the distance, and the baby." September 2019 saw the announcement of their split by him and Moore. Brooklyn was welcomed into the world less than a year later, and Daly and Moore made the decision to part ways. In September 2019, the former couple gave 2 statements to POPL announcing their split. "It is with profound sadness that I regret to inform my fans that I am divorcing my husband, Marc Daly," Moore stated. "My situation has changed, and I am unable to stay in the marriage. Brooklyn, my miracle baby, is and will always be my one priority and source of concern. She was created out of genuine love and dedication. I request that going future, our privacy be respected. I have made the difficult decision to separate from Kenya at this time, Daly stated. Since our kid has two devoted parents, it is preferable to keep things as quiet as possible for her benefit. I treasure the happy times our family has spent together, and I'll keep being a loving co-parent. False allegations, innuendo, and rumors only harm our family, and we will take legal action where the law allows. Please be mindful of our privacy at this trying time. A brawl at Daly's charity function that month precipitated their split. In an episode of RHOA broadcast in March 2020, Moore recounted the incident. He just seemed really agitated the entire time we were at the event, which we attended. Not caring, not being considerate, she remarked. All he was doing was murmuring tiny things to himself. Everything I was doing seemed to be problematic. I'm not sure what happened after that, but he got into the Uber, and when we drove off, he was furious. I didn't even want you to come, he said. I somehow spoiled his evening. Moore added, it got really out of hand, and mentioned that Daly was asked to get out of the car by their Uber driver, and I told him he can't come back here. Moore reportedly disclosed to her co-stars that she had seen text messages between Daly and one of his ex-girlfriends and feared that he was seeing another woman inappropriately. She refuted claims made by Untold that Daly had cheated. I will admit that I've heard a lot of gossip regarding secret families. I can assure you that's entirely untrue. It's a fabrication, she remarked. I don't have any evidence of cheating. It is not a problem for us. Prior to divorcing, he and Moore attempted to resolve their differences. Daly and Moore split up when Brooklyn was a year old, but they put off getting a divorce in the hopes that they would get back together. They appeared to briefly reignite their affair in February 2020. During an appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Moore stated, I think you have to try everything to stay together when you're married. At the end of the day, you'll know the answer if you've tried everything. Thus, in the present, it is indeed true that he will change. No, if he's going to be the Marc you've seen during this season. In January 2021, Moore and Daly permanently parted ways. Moore admitted to Cohen in March of that year that she still loved Daly. Cohen remarked on the couple's ever-changing relationship status, to which the reality star replied, good. She went on, I've never gone through a divorce. I've never experienced being apart. All of these things are unfamiliar to me because I've never had children with anyone. Moore and he had communication problems. In a November 2019 RHOA episode, Moore discussed the communication problems that ultimately led to their breakup. I am a fighter, he'll acknowledge. I enjoy getting into fights. I'm not a fighter in relationships. I want peace. But there are difficulties, underlying issues in our marriage that we are not dealing with, she continued. I enjoy finding solutions to problems. This kind of conflict with my hubby is not what I desire. I wish we were together again. Moore went on, he acts like he has no boundaries when he's angry. When he gets angry, it's as though an alter ego from the depths of hell emerges. He can be intelligent, witty, helpful, and supportive all at the same time. She also wants for their daughter to be unaffected by their arguments. We love each other, but this thing just gets nasty sometimes, and I don't want that, she stated. I'm not in favor of it for Brooklyn. I will protect her because I waited my entire life for her and was the little child that was never shielded. Moore again cited communication as the cause of their breakup in an Essence interview from May 2021. Well, the biggest issue, and what I found early on in the marriage, is the lack of respectful communication, she replied. I am a great believer in communicating, not arguing, and just providing information to help us to a consensus. He does not think in the same way. He keeps to himself even with Moore. RHOA's April 2020 show included Moore talking about Daly's inability to be entirely honest with her. I just feel like there's always been this block up of him not letting me completely into his life, she continued. It's just a lot of things I felt like I was in the dark about it. Moore went on, I was never aware of a lot of things about him or the relationship. I can't talk to his father or mother, for instance. Furthermore, you won't be allowed entry if you don't know everything about this person's life. Although the reality star didn't think she hurried into marriage, she did believe there were some discussions the couple should have had before getting married, as she had previously told P.O. Pale. Obviously, looking back is 50-50, she remarked in November of 2019. Now that I look back, I realize that we ought to have talked more about religion, living circumstances, and other significant topics. We overlooked those items. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.